because they were following my girl around.
They were just like, bam, bam. Hey, y'all.
Welcome to the Huddle Hub.
I'm Deb.
And I'm Majestic. In today's Huddle, we're going to be doing part 3 of our series, Entering the Nursing Program. We will be talking about classmates, we'll be talking about clinicals, and we'll be talking about teachers.
We'll start with classmates. So our instructor always told us nursing is a small world, and it is.
It is.
Everybody knows everyone.
Yes.
So keep that in mind when you're with your classmates. Take a look around you because you're going to see them again, most likely. I know for me, with my first job in the hospital, I worked with my classmate, and it was awesome. And
wait, you worked with a couple of classmates?
Yeah, there was actually 4 of us in the same hospital. But just keep that in mind that you will see them again. They may be your coworkers. You may even end up caring for them as their nurse or their family members.
Yes. Myself as an ER nurse, I've cared for so many family members. So when they tell you that nursing is a small world, believe it.
And also remember, in nursing, you got to get the mindset out of me, myself, and I. It's just me. I'm going to do my own thing, because it's not like that in the real world. You work as a team. You depend on each other. You help each other out. And it's the same in the program, too. You want to help each other be successful. And so you want to have a good relationship with your peers. Another thing is to keep in mind who you decide to spend time with in the program. You want to choose very wisely, because that person that you choose to spend time with and study with can make or break. So you want to make sure that the person you're spending time with at school has the same goals, has the same mindset as you, the work ethic as you. You guys together or as a group will help each other, build each other up to be successful in the program. And then you got some classmates that you're going to know they are jealous.
Yes.
And they can actually sabotage you.
Yes.
Because it happens.
That is a real thing.
Yeah. I actually had a classmate, I don't know why she didn't like me. And she said some mean things to me that were not true. And I kept my distance from her.
Remember, I had the one, she was so wishy-washy. One minute she wanted to be my friend. The next minute she'd delete me off her social media. The next minute she's requesting me again. I was so confused because we never had conflict. She and I, we never. And we spent a lot of time in prereqs together. So before entering the nursing program. And I didn't quite understand it until later. It was a silent competition. But I never was in competition with her, okay? She was in competition with me, unbeknownst to me. So you have to be mindful of those kind of things as well. So the next topic that we're going to talk about are clinicals. So you actually do clinicals prior to going to the hospitals, okay? So you're going to do clinicals on campus. And this is to prepare you to work with real patients. So granted, it's going to be a little different because you're dealing with mannequins and things like that while in the clinical setting on campus. But it will definitely, give you an idea of what it will be like to handle real life patients. And take every opportunity. Every opportunity while you're in clinicals to learn what you can, to do everything, because then you're still going to be anxious, I believe. We're all anxious when we go and deal with the real people, but at least, you will feel a little more confident. Okay? Next thing you need to know is that you're going to be required to have a few things in place prior to you even going to the clinical site. So one of those things are immunizations. They required us to have immunizations. If you didn't have an immunization card or what have you, they required tithers. Did you know what tithers were before?
I didn't know.
I had no idea what tithers were, but what tithers are is you'd get a blood draw, from your hospital, and it will check you for immunity to, all of those things that they're asking for, like MMR and, varicella, those kind of things. So your tithers will tell them if you have immunity, okay? So they will request those. Oh, another thing. When you do gather this information, please, oh please, make copies.
Yes. Of everything.
Make copies.
I did.
Make copies.
I did.
Yes. Because somehow they'll come back later and ask you for these same things. So just make copies and store them, okay? Another thing, and If you see us looking down,
Yes.
remember, we take notes for you guys so we don't miss anything. And then it's doubling as Deb's
hot
fan
today.
over here. Okay? Another thing that you need to be mindful of is you must be cleared by your doctor before you can start clinicals, okay? Some people may not think about that, but that's why we're here to help.
Yes.
You have to have a physical exam because they want to know if you can bend, if you can push, you can pull, you can do all these things. So we had one of our classmates, and unfortunately, she could not continue throughout the program because she couldn't get cleared by her doctor because she had a back issue. So she wasn't able to be cleared, and she wasn't able to continue on in the program. Another thing that they're going to require of you, and this is at your own cost, is a background check, okay? Why a background check? I'm just going to clinicals. I'm not even a real nurse yet. Right, but they need a background check because you are now going to have access to very sensitive information. You're going to be in the patient's charts, and you're going to know some very, very, very intimate things about this patient. They have to know that they can trust you with this information, that you're not selling it on the dark web and things like that. You're also going to have access to medication, okay? Narcotics. They want to make sure that we don't have no background in being on that stuff, okay? Another thing that they will require is CPR. You have to have a CPR card because they want to know that you can do basic life support, okay? Again, that's going to be at your own cost as well.
Yeah, but what we did is we had a group of us go take a course, and we got a discount for it. So look around and gather some of your classmates and see if you can get it cheaper.
Each school, they are contracted with different hospitals and facilities, okay? Sometimes you might have a person from another class, a class ahead of you, and they went to a certain clinical site that was really nice and amazing, and they really had a good experience. And then it's your turn, and you're not going to that same clinical site, where there are many factors that are behind the scenes that you're not aware of as the student. Sometimes, you know, classes get bumped. Like the school was expecting to go to this facility, and the facility just had an overwhelmingly amount of students, and you might have gotten bumped. So then the school has to find another facility. So keep in mind, you may not always be in a hospital. You might be in a convalescent home. You might be in a very small clinic. Okay? And they're not all very glamorous. But keep in mind, you're there to learn. Another thing, you might have thought you were going to go to a clinical site that's 2 miles from your house, 10 miles from your house, and now due to that change, now it's 15 miles. So you also need to keep that in mind.
And we're talking about hospitals, and I know that not every student is wanting to work in a hospital when they graduate, and that's perfectly fine because in nursing, you can work anywhere. You might want to be an aesthetic nurse or forensic, or you want to, you know, do something totally different, not in the hospital. But you have to keep an open mind that you need to go through the clinicals in the hospital to graduate and to pass that NCLEX, even if you're not planning to work there. But you never know, because you might end up loving med-surg and wanting to do that. You won't really know until you see and in that unit if it's something that you really want.
Well, that brings me to my next point. When you're in clinicals, you're going to go to different specialized areas, okay? So you're not just going to be like on med-surg. You're going to go to all of these different areas. You're going to go to ER. You're going to go to ICU. You're going to spend time in the OR. Oh, my experience in the OR was so great.
Mine too.
Mine was great. I got to watch a nephrectomy. And you nurses students, you know that nephro means
kidneys.
I got to watch a nephrectomy, so I got to watch the removal of a kidney.
That's cool.
It was amazing.
They put, I think for mine, I got to watch them place a metal rod in someone's knee. Oh my goodness, they were so aggressive.
Rough, because they were flopping my girl around.
They were just like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, oh.
They was flopping my girl around the patient. But it was
but
really
the
good.
Asleep,
yeah,
so.
yeah.
But that was interesting.
It was a really, really good experience. So that's probably the best moment for you to realize, you know, because easily I think I could have done OR based on that experience, you know. But as I mentioned before in a previous video, I went to nursing school because I wanted to do OB. And then I got a rude awakening when I actually got my OB rotation. I, found out that not all babies are healthy. I found out that not all mothers want to be mothers, so it was not a very good experience for me, and it's changed up everything for me. This leads me to my story time of how I got in trouble after clinicals. So when you're doing your OB rotation, and again, this is tailored to our school that we attended. So when you do your OB rotation, you have to give an infant a vitamin K shot. They get a vitamin K shot, okay? It helps with blood clotting and all of those things. So the infant has to get a vitamin K shot. So the minute that my instructor said that we all had to get vitamin K shots, I already knew I was not giving a vitamin K shot to this infant because, it's going to break my heart. I'm going to poke the infant's going to start crying, and I'm going to be very upset about it. So I devised a plan. So when it came time to give the vitamin K shot, I went and I hid in the bathroom. I hear my classmates like, where's Majestic? Where's Majestic? I'm in the bathroom like, nope, I'm not coming out. I'm not giving that vitamin K shot. So, okay, now it's over, okay? I come out of the bathroom and it's time for our post-conference. My instructor is so upset. Where were you? I said, I had to use the bathroom, which was a half-truth. I was in the bathroom. I didn't use the bathroom, but I was in the bathroom. I wasn't giving a vitamin K shot. That made me reflect on the fact that I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah.
So OB, no, that was a no. So again, keep that in mind. You might find out that things are going to be a little bit different as you go through your rotation.
Yeah. Speaking of clinical teachers, we are on our next topic, which is about teachers. So you got two types of teachers. You have your clinical teachers and your theory teachers. So when it comes to your instructors, you want to have a good relationship with them, with both of them, because you never know when they may help you in the future. Our theory teacher, and she was our clinical instructor too in MedSurg, we have such a great relationship with her. Still now, I still message her. She still, checks up on us. And she was able to write a recommendation letter when I applied for certain jobs, and then both of us when we entered the master's program. So our school hired many different clinical instructors for MedSurg, peds, and then our theory instructors also taught clinical too. You have different types of clinical instructors. There are those who are very strict. They will keep an eye on your shoes, make sure your scrubs are nice and ironed and neat, your hair is all in place. And then if you don't have the right shoes, they'll send you home. That happened to you, right?
I got sent home for my shoes. I had on clogs. The back was open, but the front was not. And I was completely unaware that I couldn't wear my clogs. So I got my cute little white clogs. And one of my instructors sent me home, said I couldn't wear them. Yeah.
So it just depends. And then you have your other instructors who are very flexible, easygoing. They're very involved too. They'll make sure they're making sure that you're getting the experience you need, checking up on you. Then there are those that don't get involved. And they're nowhere to be found. No. They just drop you off on the unit like babysitters. Bye, pick you up later. So you have different types of theory teachers. You also have those strict ones who are by the book. They will not be flexible with you. Then you have those who are also easygoing. They're more flexible. And then you have the crazy teachers. They're literally crazy, which we will talk about in our next video, where you will learn how to deal with those very challenging instructors, and we will tell you from personal experience how to deal with them, because we have lots to tell you.
Yes, we do. So please stay tuned. Well, everybody, this concludes our series. It's been fun. And hopefully this has been helpful to just give you a pathway to entering the nursing program. Okay? So please stay tuned to our next video where we talk about those teachers. And if you haven't watched the other videos in this series, please do. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave us some comments and let us know if this was helpful for you. Okay? We'll see you soon.
Bye.